Ask only one question on Monday. What matters the most this week? If your team hesitates, you have an alignment problem. Studies show that only 39% of employees understand company goals. We waste 5 hours a week rescheduling and misalignment of meetings, and 41% of managerial time is spent on re-explaining tasks. In the next few minutes, I will show you why teams drift and what would be the great weekly system that can fix it. I have led global teams across 17 different countries, and this is the playbook that works. Most companies plan annually, but teams that win, they have clarity every Monday. Let me show you how. I think the greatest misconception of alignment is that after the annual alignment, annual planning meeting, employees will know what the direction we are going to and they understand the goals, right? Well, study shows that only 28% of employees can actually name one strategic priority after the quarterly review, okay? And we also see that 85% of teams reported ongoing misalignment despite regular meetings. This means that they always have to figure out what was the priority, where do we have to go, and they do not have clear goals and clear idea of what the direction is. And the real problem is that people lose sight of what is the most important in between two Mondays. And this is why you have to take the Monday seriously and have clarity every start of the week. So let's actually see what does alignment look like on Monday. Let me show you the system. So a bad example that we talked about is that on Monday, there are scattered priorities. I have to do this, you have to do that. We're not sure what the team actually has to do and how our work contributes to each other, but we know some kind of work that we have to do together, right? We also do not have clear owners of the tasks. We also have to react to scheduling or rescheduling. We are kind of sure what's going to happen this week, but we have to make sure that we have enough meetings, that we have to schedule enough meetings to actually align on those goals by midweek. And we have multiple sources of truth because we do not know how our work aligns with each other's. So we kind of have information from different places and we think that that is the aligned truth. So how a new, well-organized Monday meeting would look like. You would have the top 3 priorities defined. So everyone knows what is the top 3 priority. And if they are outside of that in terms of tasks, that what is the next thing that they can do. Also, people have to know who owns which task. They have to have a task owner, they have to have an alignment on who's doing what and how their work contributes to each other. There has to be one source of truth, okay? And that's going to be the Monday morning meeting because then everyone will know what is the top 3 priority for this week and what is that we have to follow. And this is how we're going to use AI to sync workflows. We have to figure out who's doing what and how that workflow and how those workflows are going to be merged into one by the end of the week. So what does that mean for a manager for preparing this Monday morning meeting? So you have to make sure that you can link objectives and key results for every top 3 priority that you're defining on the Monday morning meeting. You can spend 15 minutes during the meeting to make sure that everyone understands and everyone is aligned with those top 3 priorities and the OKRs connected to them. And after that, you have to write a memo that is delegation and a memo for people that they know what the top 3 priorities are, who's doing what, who are the task owners, and what is the alignment that we have to match this week. Let me break the system down into 4 well-defined plays. Number 1 is going to be the OKR cascade or the OKR system. You have to reverse engineer the team priorities from company goals. So you have to take the company goals, you have to break that down into team priorities, and then you have to break that down in individual top 3 week by week or sprint by sprint, whichever is the most convenient for your team. Okay. And this is going to clarify and give you clarity in terms of what is the route that your team has to follow. So you're not drifting off course and you're not losing focus. The reason you have to hold a Monday meeting or a Monday morning meeting, Monday stand-up, Monday huddle, whatever you want to call it, is that you spend that 15 to 30 minutes to talk about those 3, who's owning which task, who's going to help who, how those tasks from each team member are going to be merged into one, and what is going to be this week's OKR. Number 3, written delegation. You have to give them a memo, a summary. Okay, so this is what we talked about on a Monday morning meeting. These are the top 3 priorities. These are the task owners. This is what we have to focus on. And this is what we are looking for maybe next week. So number 4, the AI workflow. So how AI can help you as a manager to hold these Monday morning meetings. It can help you prepare with great prompt sets, gather your materials, gather the company priorities and objectives, or ask your manager to send it to you. Past week's meeting notes, anything that is important, put it in there, run the prompt, and it's going to give you an agenda for a meeting with the top priorities, the delegation of tasks, and everything that you need to have. And then you can edit that to make sure that it's going to match what you imagined, but AI is going to help you do it way faster. You can also run a recording during the meeting, or you take your own notes, whichever way, and then you can ask AI to summarize your meetings, and then you will have the summary, and then you can also ask the AI to draft a memo from the meeting that you can send to all the team members, okay? And then if you want it really fancy, you can put it in a dashboard and you can show it to people. You can use Gemini to create an infographic for you, and then you can also share it with the team that way. It's really up to you how you use it. So if your team knows what they're doing on Monday, that means you are leading. So to sum it up, you have to make sure that you can define the top 3 priorities. You have to decide how to communicate it, how to delegate it. Then you have to actually delegate, write it down, and then you have to synchronize the work with the team and make sure they are aligned and they're not going to drift, of course. And they're not going to drift from the main course that they have to follow to meet priorities and company goals. So if you want to make sure that you're ready for the Monday morning meeting, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're a comment Monday test in the comment section, I'll share you 3 resources. One, a great prompt set that I wrote. The second one is an agenda for a Monday morning meeting. And the third one is going to be an OKR linking guide.